You can! You can do that! That's what she was doing!
Interesting.
Oh my god, I figured it out. That's crazy! You can dash and use her left click at the same time. That's crazy!
I wish I could find people who are better at my character than I am, so that I could learn from them.
That's so
Dude,
cool.
I'm playing
That's such a cool
rat.
thing.
This character has the lowest skill ceiling.
Choose wisely.
This character is so...
Round concluded.
You ever want to be a crazed pyromaniac, rat, fox, raccoon thing? You ever want to run into a group of enemies with zero idea and zero plan and just kind of end up on top anyway? What do I have an idea for you? What's up, G-Spur Gang? We're just going to get right into it. So, Supervive, brand new, came out technically last week. I believe Next Fest is over by the time that this video actually comes out, but it ran the course of Next Fest and it was absolutely fantastic. I think I put over 8 hours into this game, which is absolutely insane. Next Fest this time around was not as plentiful as I'd liked. I found a couple of games that I really did like, so I'll talk about them at a later date. But Supervive, we spent probably more time in than I have spent in any other demo this week. And one of the reasons it caught my fancy, it has the isometric overview MOBA style that like Omega Strikers and League of Legends had in Eternal Return. And I've been on an Eternal Return kick this past week, like almost 2 weeks by now. And this game kind of feels just like, I mean, to put it for a lack of literally anything else, it's like if Apex Legends were a little bit more like Omega Strikers. I know that doesn't really make any sense, especially with Omega Strikers being a soccer game, but that's the best way I can describe it. And I really like it because, you know, the boys and I had an absolute blast with Omega Strikers back in the day. But let's get straight to the meat and bones of this game here. So the game has categories based on fighters, which is basically your DPS, an initiator, frontliner, which are both kind of tank roles, and then the projectors, and then the controllers, which projectors are more healer supports, and the controllers are more like, you know, CC supports. You know, they're going to provide some supportability in like their abilities that they do, whatever. But there's 2 frontliners, this one guy who absolutely sucks, we don't care about them, and then Felix. Felix is the big guy. I think he's a fox, but he's a pyromaniac, and it's absolutely fantastic. You just kind of go in. As I said, he is the lowest skill ceiling in my opinion, because quite literally all you do is just go in and burn things. That's really it. His passive is that he just burns things. Anything he touches with any of his abilities, they get burned. His primary is a basic ass flamethrower. His second ability is a rocket that just explodes. It's a rocket. His third ability, his utility, his dash is just little forward. It doesn't go super far, but you do get 2 charges of it. And then his Q. This is the best move in his entire kit. I don't care what you have to say. His Q is the best move. It's called Heat Shield. It's a big AoE suck in. It puts anti-heal on anything it touches, and it gives him a bunch of shielding. And then his ultimate is just he becomes Flame Slinger for a moment. It's fantastic. You just go forward, leave a trail of burning rubble behind you, and anybody that steps in it takes damage, and that's about it. And that's all I have to say. I mean, the clips behind me and the clips doing their things are, you know, enough evidence for me to tell you that he's just an easy-ass character. You don't need anything to play this guy. You just kind of go in. I mean, we've got healers. Connor was doing great on the healers during this beta. So he was keeping me alive as I was just pressing R, going in, hitting Q, and then just kind of holding left mouse until everything died. It's fantastic. Flamethrowers are unfortunately a hard thing to balance, but it feels really good in this game. Also, they have a star difficulty tier system between 1 and 4, but there's 0 characters that have been ranked at a 1-star difficulty. If there's anybody that should be ranked at a 1-star difficulty, it should be Felix. He's ranked at 2. Everybody is ranked 2 to 4. I don't get the point of having a 1 if you're not even going to use it. So I think Felix should be he's the one person that's got 1-star difficulty. So unfortunately, even though we did play for, you know, 8 hours ish, for some reason I just don't have a lot of footage of Felix specifically. I have more footage of Bishop, who I have higher mastery on and have played for less than a third of the amount of time that I played Felix. So I don't get the mastery system. It doesn't really make sense to me. But that's why this video is so short. Sorry about it. If you guys enjoy, I will absolutely be making more videos on Supervive. I have enough footage to make another video next week if this video does good and if you guys want to see that. But have a great rest of your day. I gotta go work on a couple of other videos that are coming in for the future, and they're gonna be hot. So we see you next week. Have a good one.